Good morning. Join me here today on the River Ouse. Little small stretch in Kempston, just outside Bedford. A very, very deep part of the river. Today I've come to target anything that swims. That could be from roach to dace to chub to barbel. Very simple approach today, using a rod and reel, particle baits and some ground bait. Straightforward setup. I've been loose feeding maggots and hemp, and every other cast I'll be putting some Special G Dark in as well. I want the ground bait to go into the water, bring out the flavour, send it downstream and bring the fish up to me. Straightforward approach. My ground bait, as you can see in the video, is Special G, Bait-Tech Special G Dark. And what I do to give my Bait-Tech an edge, which is my tip, is that I liquidize the hemp, pretty much a third of the can I buy it in. And I make sure all the oils are in the liquidizer as well. And that's not to smash the shells that the hemp's in. I want what's inside the shell to come out. And through trial and error, that if you blitz your hemp, as you can see, it splits the shells in half. You're left with this white pulp that I add straight to the ground bait. Mix my ground bait the night before, let it take set, sieve it off, and bring it to the bank to me the next day. Setup wise, as I said, rod and reel. I must have 8 foot of line here from float to hook. I'm using the Drennan Aculite 13 foot plus and an Abu Garcia close face reel. My target today is 15 pound of fish, and mainly probably roach and dace, and they're all 1/2 ounce to 2 ounces, so there's a lot of fish to be caught. I'm going to get some more bait in, have a few more casts, catch up with you in a bit. So my particle bait today, as I mentioned, was a tin of Bait-Tech Big Hemp and a 1.5 pints of red and white maggots supplied from Harefield Tackle. My ground bait, Bait-Tech Special G Dark, and as you can see, I've got all those little hemp particles that I blitzed. I'm introducing that ground bait every third cast into small nugget formation and alternating between a single and a double maggot on the hook. So the setup for today, a Drennan Compact Aculite 13 foot plus rod. I always use 13 foot rods when stick float fishing, as I think it's ideal to have direct contact from the end of your rod to the line of your float. Otherwise you're dragging your float across river and out where you're catching fish. Real choice for today is a closed face Abu Garcia loaded with 016 Supplex Drennan line, which is about 4 pound. Don't need to go any heavier. As I said, I'm targeting mainly small fish, but it's also got backbone if I was to hit a chub. Nearly 8 foot of water here. At the business end, I've got a 16 microbarb carbon match Drennan hook on an 012 bottom. A few droppers, about 7 or 8 inches from the hook, and then my bulk. My bulk is made up of some BBs and number ones, and I've just got one shot stopper. welcome back. Today's been a good day overall. I'm really pleased of how I approached the session. I'm really pleased with the fish I've caught. Pretty much every cast, maybe every other cast, chopping and changing between maggot and hemp on the hook. The hemp and the maggot wasn't separating the size of the fish, so I've stuck with maggot mainly, single and double. And I think I hit my target, but the main factor today was the ground bait. Definitely made a difference. There's been a couple of anglers either side of me and they haven't produced as much as what I have. Light's drawing in and the bites are starting to fade now, so I'm going to call it a day. We'll get this one in and I'll show you the end result. So yeah, absolutely thrilled. Lovely stretch of the Ouse. Finish on a dace. Let's take a look at what I've got. So yeah, just under 21 pound of roach and dace. Not bad for a day's fishing and a pint and a half of maggots. Some lovely dace, a couple of good roach in here, but overall enjoyable. I beat my target, that's what I wanted to do, and I'll definitely come back again. Liquidize your hemp, put it through the ground bait, makes all the difference. Stay safe, guys.